Being upfront and honest, Menasor as a combiner I care very little for. Something about its design doesn't really tickle me the right way, and its appearance in Prime Wars was my introduction to the character, and it kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. So when I first saw the new combiner since Power of the Primes was going to be Menasor, I felt really, just meh about it. Until, of course, I saw Dragstrip in hand, and wanted to see how it might be, how it might end up becoming. And of course, within an image is a Motormaster, and the Menasor body floating around the internet, I actually want to complete Menasor. But how did Dragstrip actually turn out to me? He actually came out super wonderful. The look here is very much Dragstrip, and while it's not truly G1 accurate for better or for worse, this is actually a phenomenal update of the character, and it looks amazing in hand. The yellows don't look as bad as I thought they were going to, and the paint in the face, and just generally anywhere there is paint on the figure looks really nice. And while I wish there was some more color breakup, it doesn't look that bad. It looks exactly how it should. The tolerances on my copy are all nice, very tight, not tight enough or not too loose, and just generally feels very fun to handle. The accessories he comes packed with are his twin pistols, which is kinda odd since the other figures in the line come with some form of energon weapon, and these are just his regular ass guns. They don't look too bad though. The purple here is like a really nice metallic color, which is a really big contrast to the yellow on the figure. It looks really nice though when he holds them. I like how they look a lot whenever he has them in hand. The articulation here is surprisingly nice, especially for a figure that becomes part of a combiner. We all remember how Combiner Wars and Power of the Primes turned out. But this here is really, really good. I know Hasbro is doing what some third-party companies are doing and having the individual bot modes split in half or just crumple up and being slapped onto the back of the figures. And, that's honestly fine. Everything here feels good, it's fun, it has exactly what it needs to pose the way it wants, or really needs to anyways. Transformation on this actually surprised me with how it worked, especially seeing how the Combiner Wars one transformed. There's a lot that goes on here, and it's just generally a fun process to go through. One thing I actually liked is how the head worked, and everything else just cleans up so nicely for the car mode. The alternate mode here resembles something like a Tyrrell P34 six-wheeler race car. I say resembles because Hasbro doesn't always get official licensing for their products, so they're forced to make things look close enough as to avoid lawsuits. I always say this every single time. And honestly, I think it does a really good job. It looks so good here, and the color is brought out to life here, breaking up all the yellows that are prominent on the figure, and generally, it's just such a good mode. The only real complaint I have here are the tires. The lazy design of what the tires are with the awkward pegs here just leave a lot to be desired, and it kinda kills the illusion for me. Outside of that though, this is really, just a really good alternate mode. As a whole though, this is a very, very phenomenal figure and is a much better version of the character to have compared to the Combiner Wars version. I never owned that set, but this Legacy one is shaping up to be a far better version than that, and will likely be the definitive version of Menasor that I own, or probably ever will own. And the exact same thing can be said for Dragstrip here, and this genuinely has me looking forward to the rest of the Sundicons. That's really all I have, so make sure you leave a like, comment down below, and if you're not subscribed, please consider doing so. And if you're so inclined, please follow my social media pages down below in the description. And with that, I hope you guys all have a fantastic day, week, month, life, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Goodbye!